Diamonds. They are often seen as the ultimate symbol of wealth and status, a testament to enduring love and commitment. These precious stones have been the centerpiece of countless romantic gestures and grand declarations. They sparkle, they shine. Their brilliance is unmatched, capturing the light in a way that mesmerizes and enchants. Each facet reflects a world of beauty and elegance. They represent love, purity, and luxury. A diamond engagement ring is often seen as the ultimate promise of forever, while a diamond necklace can be a statement of sophistication and grace. For centuries, these stones, born from intense pressure deep within the earth, have captivated us. Their journey from rough, uncut stones to polished gems is a testament to nature's incredible power and beauty. From ancient kings to modern celebrities, the allure of diamonds is undeniable. They have adorned the crowns of royalty and the red carpets of Hollywood, symbolizing power, prestige, and opulence. But behind this dazzling facade lies a darker truth. The journey of a diamond is not always one of beauty and joy. There is a side to this story that is often hidden from the glittering showcases and luxurious settings. The story of diamonds is not always a fairy tale. Beneath the surface, there are tales of hardship, conflict, and suffering that are rarely told. In some parts of the world, these precious stones are linked to violence, exploitation, and suffering. The hands that mine these diamonds often belong to those who are forced into labor, including children, in conditions that are both dangerous and inhumane. This is the story of conflict diamonds, also known as blood diamonds. These are diamonds that are mined in war zones and sold to finance armed conflict against governments. They are often smuggled across borders, fueling a cycle of violence and corruption. These stones are mined in war zones and sold to finance rebel groups and fuel brutal conflicts. The profits from these diamonds fund weapons and warfare, leading to countless deaths and the displacement of entire communities. The sparkle of a diamond can hide a dark and painful past. Behind the glittering exterior, there are stories of bloodshed and loss, of lives torn apart by the greed and violence that these stones can represent. We're going to take a journey to understand where these blood diamonds come from and the impact they have on real people's lives. We will explore the harsh realities of diamond mining, the human cost of these precious stones, and the efforts being made to bring about change. Join us as we uncover the truth behind the sparkle. Africa is a continent rich in natural resources, including diamonds. For centuries, diamonds were mined in Africa and traded across the world. They became symbols of wealth and status, adorning the crowns of kings and queens. European powers colonized Africa, and the discovery of diamonds intensified their greed. They exploited the land and its people, forcing them into labor in the diamond mines. This exploitation created a system where Africans had little to no control over their own resources, a system that unfortunately continues to impact the continent today. The Democratic Republic of Congo, a nation blessed with vast mineral wealth, has been ravaged by conflict for decades. This country, with its lush landscapes and abundant natural resources, should be a beacon of prosperity. However, the reality is starkly different. The riches beneath its soil have become a curse rather than a blessing, leading to endless cycles of violence and suffering. The mineral wealth, particularly diamonds, has attracted not just legitimate businesses, but also nefarious actors who seek to exploit these resources for their own gain. Sadly, diamonds have played a significant role in fueling these wars. These precious stones, often referred to as blood diamonds, are mined in war zones and sold to finance armed conflict against governments. The allure of diamonds, with their promise of wealth and power, has led to a scramble for control over mining areas, often resulting in brutal confrontations and human rights abuses. Armed groups, driven by greed and power, have seized control of diamond mines, using the profits to buy weapons and fund their brutal campaigns. These militias operate with impunity, often backed by corrupt officials and international networks that turn a blind eye to their atrocities. The diamonds extracted from these mines are tainted with the blood of countless innocent lives, yet they continue to find their way into the global market. These groups often force civilians, including children, to work in dangerous conditions with little to no pay. The laborers, many of whom are coerced or kidnapped, endure grueling hours in hazardous environments with no regard for their safety or well-being. Child labor is rampant, with young boys and girls subjected to the same harsh conditions as adults, robbing them of their childhood and future prospects. The diamonds are then smuggled out of the country and sold on the international market, funding more violence and instability. Smuggling networks are sophisticated and widespread, ensuring that these conflict diamonds evade detection and enter the supply chains of unsuspecting consumers. The profits from these illicit sales are funneled back into the hands of warlords and militias, perpetuating a vicious cycle of conflict and exploitation. The cycle of conflict continues, fueled by the very diamonds that are meant to symbolize love and commitment. The international community has made efforts to curb the trade in blood diamonds, but challenges remain. As long as there is demand for these precious stones, the dark underbelly of the diamond trade will persist, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. It is imperative for consumers to be aware of the origins of their diamonds and to support ethical sourcing practices to help break this cycle of violence. The human cost of conflict diamonds is immeasurable. Behind every stone lies a story of suffering and exploitation. Imagine being forced to work in a mine, risking your life every day for a few scraps of food. Imagine your children being forced to become soldiers, their innocence stolen by the greed of others. These are the realities for many people living in conflict zones where diamonds are mined. They are subjected to violence, abuse, and forced labor. Their basic human rights are denied, all for the sake of these precious stones. In the late 1990s, the world started to pay attention to the horrors of blood diamonds. People were shocked to learn that the diamonds they wore could be funding violence and human rights abuses. In response, the United Nations, governments, industry leaders, and civil society organizations came together to create the Kimberley process. This international agreement aimed to stop the flow of conflict diamonds into the global diamond trade. The Kimberley process requires countries to certify the origin of their diamonds, ensuring they are from conflict-free sources. While it has helped to reduce the trade of blood diamonds, it's not a perfect solution. Section 6. Hope in the Rough, a future free from conflict diamonds. The fight against blood diamonds is far from over, but there is hope. Over the years, awareness about the devastating impact of conflict diamonds has grown significantly. Activists, organizations, and even governments have joined forces to combat this issue. The term blood diamonds has become widely recognized, symbolizing the human cost of these precious stones. Consumers are becoming more aware of the issue and demanding ethically sourced diamonds. This shift in consumer behavior is crucial. When people choose to buy conflict-free diamonds, they're not just purchasing a piece of jewelry, they're making a statement. They're saying no to violence, exploitation, and environmental destruction. Many jewelers are now offering conflict-free diamonds, giving consumers a choice to buy with a clear conscience. These jewelers are often certified by organizations that ensure the diamonds are sourced ethically. This certification process involves rigorous checks and balances to ensure that the diamonds are not funding conflict or human rights abuses. New technologies are also emerging to trace the origin of diamonds, making it harder for conflict diamonds to enter the market. Blockchain technology, for instance, is being used to create a transparent and tamper-proof record of a diamond's journey from mine to market. This innovation is a game changer, providing consumers with the assurance that their diamonds are truly conflict-free. The journey towards a diamond industry free from conflict and exploitation requires a collective effort. It involves not just consumers and jewelers, but also miners, governments, and international organizations. Fair labor practices, environmental sustainability, and transparent supply chains are all essential components of this effort. We must continue to raise awareness, support ethical businesses, and hold those who profit from blood diamonds accountable. By doing so, we can help ensure that the diamond industry becomes a force for good rather than a source of suffering. Together, we can create a future where every diamond truly shines with integrity and hope. Section 7. The true cost of sparkle. We often think of diamonds in terms of their price tag, but what about their true cost? What about the human lives affected, the communities torn apart, and the environment damaged? The truth is, the true cost of a diamond goes far beyond its monetary value. It's measured in the sweat and tears of miners, the fear in the eyes of children forced into conflict, and the scars left on the land. Section 8. Beyond certification, empowering communities, changing the game. The Kimberley process is a start, but it's not enough. We need to go beyond certification and focus on empowering communities affected by conflict diamonds. This means supporting fair trade initiatives that ensure miners receive fair wages and safe working conditions. It means investing in education and healthcare for communities ravaged by conflict. By empowering these communities, we can help break the cycle of poverty and violence that fuels the trade in blood diamonds. We can help them rebuild their lives and create a brighter future for generations to come. Section 9. Choosing a different kind of brilliance. The next time you see a diamond, remember that it has a story to tell. Ask questions about its origin, demand transparency and ethical sourcing. Choose diamonds that represent love, not war. Choose diamonds that sparkle with hope, not suffering. By making informed choices, we can help create a world where diamonds are symbols of peace, prosperity, and a brighter future for all.